Ah, yes, Maniac Mansion, the game that dared to ask, what if a B-movie horror flick and LucasArts point-and-click adventure had a weird, beautiful baby? Also, what if teenagers actually tried to rescue their kidnapped friends instead of just, you know, texting about it? Well then, welcome to Maniac Mansion on the NES. So our story begins with a mad scientist, an evil purple meteor, and a bunch of weirdos living in a mansion that clearly should have been condemned by now. Our hero Dave is here to rescue his girlfriend, Sandy, because she was dumb enough to get kidnapped. But Dave is just one guy, so he drags two of his oddly specific friends into the mix. And let's talk about this gang of highly questionable teenagers. We've got Sid, the punk rocker who looks like he's late for band practice. Razor, the punk rocker who looks like she's late for band practice but way cooler. Bernard, the nerd who was genetically engineered in a lab to be stuffed into lockers. Jeff, the surfer dude who, well, it just exists. Michael, the photographer who has nothing better to do. And Wendy, the aspiring novelist who somehow gets roped into this nonsense. Let's talk about the true stars of the game, the Edison family. We've got first Dr. Fred, the scientist who looks like he hasn't slept since 1956. Nurse Edna, who is terrifying and probably wanted in at least 5 states. And of course, Weird Ed, a parliamentary man-child who collects stamps and is surprisingly chill compared to the rest of his family. And let's not forget the Purple Tentacle, a mutant talking tentacle who has more personality than some modern game protagonists. Now, Maniac Mansion is a point-and-click adventure, except you're using an NES controller, which means you're not so much pointing or clicking as you are wrestling with a sluggish, haunted cursor that moves like it's stuck in molasses. You interact with objects by scrolling through menu of verbs like use, pick up, and all the important what the heck do I do now? And speaking of what the heck do I do now, this game is famous for its creative solutions. For example, did you know you can microwave a hamster? That's right. Maniac Mansion was so edgy that this one scene had to be removed in later versions because apparently 8-bit hamster abuse was too much for Nintendo's delicate sensibilities. One of the coolest things about Maniac Mansion is its multiple endings. Depending on which character you bring and how badly you mess up, you can end up saving the day heroically or blowing up the entire house. Oops. Or maybe you'll just get arrested by Edna because you wandered into the wrong room. Pro tip, don't let Bernard anywhere near anything important, he will break it. All jokes aside, Maniac Mansion is a cult classic. Sure, it's weird, frustrating, and full of bizarre logic, but that's what makes it so great. It paved the way for some of the best adventure games ever made. Plus, any game that lets you explode a house, get abducted by a tentacle, and somehow turn an evil scientist into a talk show host is a win in my book. So if you got the patience to wrestle with an NES cursor and the brain power to outsmart a mad scientist, give Maniac Mansion a shot. Just maybe leave the hamster alone. And with that, I want to thank you for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and tell your weirdest Maniac Mansion moment in the comments down below. Until next time, try not to get locked in the basement by a creepy nurse. Peace out, stay frosty.